everyone. So this video is going to start out really sad. And I didn't want it to start out really sad, but it is because this is just where we are. And I have no idea if I'm going to do anything else or just talk about it. But we just lost Shadow. And by lost, I mean Shadow died. So rest in peace, Shadow. Larry was giving him a bath and he just died. I went to let him in and I noticed that he wasn't like walking, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna go out there and pick him up because usually if I touch him or try to pick him up, he tries to bite me. And so I was like, you have to go get your dog because Shadow's Larry's dog. And so he went out there and got him, and then he came in and he's like, his face is all swollen. And so he went to give him a bath and he just died. So let's see, today is October 8th, and this May he would have been 15, I think. So yeah, definitely R.I.P. Shadow. I was just sitting here thinking about when he was a puppy, because I used to come home from school and like take care of him because Larry worked late, and this was like when I was a teenager. And so I would come home from school and cause we had the dogs in like this big kennel at our old house. I don't know necessarily that it was a kennel, but like when they were super little and they didn't know their boundaries, we had them in this like cage thing. And so every day when I would come home from school, I would get Shadow out of his cage and play with him and feed him and give him water. And from the time he came to live with us at like 8 weeks old, he was called Buddy by me. This was before he even had a name, before we even were like, let's call him Shadow. My mom was the one who named him Shadow. One day, he was following Larry around the kitchen in the old house, and my mom was just like, be careful, your shadow is behind you. And it just kind of stuck. I used to have to keep books and anything with paper out of his reach because he would just like chew on them. I don't know what it was about books, and I stopped buying toys for baby because he would get a hold of her toys and chew on them. Plastic, tennis ball, didn't matter, he would chew on it. I think there might be some videos somewhere of Shadow on this channel. There's not many because when I started doing daily videos, he was older and he mostly would walk away when I would try to film him. But he was, for those who don't know, he was a miniature dachshund, miniature wiener dog, and he was known as a dapple color. He was registered and everything, and the lady that had him gave him to my uncle as a present, as a birthday present. So he came home with them, and my mom was like, no more dogs, because we already had baby and like I don't know how many cats. Again, we lived in a different house. We didn't live here. And so my mom was like, no, and then she saw him and she was like, oh, he's so cute. And I was like, well, he's staying. And he did. But he was like the cutest little puppy. I don't think it's quite hit me yet that Shadow was gone. And part of it, I think, is like I expected this to happen for a while now. And I don't think it's hit me yet. I thought of another memory. So when my mom was alive, we used to sit in the living room or whatever. Mom taught Shadow as a puppy to play patty cake. So she'd be like, let's play patty cake, and he'd put his paws in her hands, and she'd like smack them like they were playing patty cake. It was the cutest thing. And then Mom would like make her voice go like high pitched, like, oh. I can't do it the way she did. But she would do that, and then he would like start singing with her, like howling and stuff. It was the funniest thing. It is Friday, and you know what happens when it's Friday? Whatever I film on Friday goes into Saturday's video. So this is Friday, October 9th, I guess. And family's over, and we're burying Shadow. I'm not doing the digging or anything, but apparently it's really hard to dig a hole in the ground in fall. So they're having problems with that right now. But yeah, we're gonna get it done. My aunt came over with her husband, well, my Aunt Linda came over with her husband David, and he's helping bury Shadow. But they brought their little dog over. He's literally the cutest, and I did not get him on video. Which is fine, because normally I don't film on Fridays, but this is kind of different, you know? Shadow is buried. We just gotta mark his grave. It's kind of sad. Larry has had him for 14 years, and I grew up with him. Like, I basically helped raise him from a puppy. Like, I helped housebreak this dog. And it's just, like, I was just sitting here thinking of all the memories that I had or have of him. Like, there was that time, and I'm gonna really date myself here, but there was a time when he was a puppy, he got a hold of one of my Brawl magazines, and it was my favorite issue, the only one that I was intent on keeping, and he chewed it up. And I already mentioned the other times, but yeah. He was a weird little puppy. Like, he chewed on everything, I swear. I am going to end today's video on a solemn note, I guess. So I hope that you like this video enough to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring that notification bell. Make sure it's set to all notifications. Leave a comment if you have something to say. Even if it's like your favorite memory of Shadow, like from videos that I've posted, because there are some. Like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. You can find both of those at Stephie2010. You can also find both of those on my YouTube page below the About section, and you can find them down in the description below. You can also find my email address down in the description, my link to Labrie. Come follow me or don't. Don't do it! It's bad for you! And you can also find a link to transcribe or add closed captions to any or all of my videos, including this one that you're watching right now. So if you can do that and you know a language other than English, please help me out. I would really appreciate it, because I don't know a language other than English, and I'm sure other people don't as well, so that would really help them out. And I will see you all technically in today's video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna film yet. Anyway, bye guys.